M accompanied the master to the veranda, where Narendra was talking with Hazra. Sri Ramakrishna knew that Hazra always indulged in dry philosophical discussions. Hazra would say, "The world is unreal like a dream. Worship, food offerings to the deity, and so forth are only hallucinations of the mind. The aim of spiritual life is to meditate on one's own real self." Then he would repeat, "I am he." But with all that, he had a soft corner in his heart for money, material things, and people's attention. Sri Ramakrishna smiled and said to Hazra and Narendra, "Hello, what are you talking about?" Narendra, smiling, "Oh, we are discussing a great many things. They are rather too deep for others." Master, with a smile, "But pure knowledge and pure love are one and the same thing. Both lead the aspirants to the same goal. The path of love is much the easier." Narendra quoted a song, "O Mother, make me mad with thy love. What need have I of knowledge or reason?" Narendra said to M that he had been reading a book by Hamilton, who wrote, "A learned ignorance is the end of philosophy and the beginning of religion." Master, to M, "What does that mean?" Narendra explained the sentence in Bengali. The master beamed with joy and said in English, "Thank you, thank you." Everyone laughed at the charming way he said these words. They knew that his English vocabulary consisted of only half a dozen words. It was almost dusk when most of the devotees, including Narendra, took leave of the master. Sri Ramakrishna went out and looked at the Ganges for a few minutes from the west porch. 2 priests were bathing in preparation for the evening worship. Young men of the village were strolling in the garden or standing on the concrete embankment, gazing at the murmuring river. Others, perhaps more thoughtful, were walking about in the solitude of the Panchavati. It became dark. The maidservant lighted the lamp in Sri Ramakrishna's room and burnt incense. The evening worship began in the 12 temples of Shiva and in the shrines of Kali and Krishna. As it was the first day after the full moon, the moonlight soon flooded the tops of the trees and temples and touched with silver the numberless waves of the sacred river. The master returned to his room. After bowing to the Divine Mother, he clapped his hands and chanted the sweet names of God. A number of holy pictures hung on the walls of the room. Among others, there were pictures of Dhruva, Prahlad, Kali, Radha Krishna, and the coronation of Rama. The master bowed low before the pictures and repeated the holy names. Then he repeated the holy words: Brahma, Atma, Bhagavan, Bhagavata, Bhakta, Bhagavan, Brahma, Shakti, Shakti, Brahma, Ved, Puran, Tantra, Gita, Gayatri. Then he said, I have taken refuge at thy feet, O Divine Mother. Not I, but thou. I am the machine and thou art the operator. And so on. While the master was meditating in this fashion on the Divine Mother, a few devotees coming in from the garden gathered in his room. Sri Ramakrishna sat down on the small couch. He said to the devotees, Narendra, Bhavanath, Rakhal, and devotees like them belong to the group of the Nitya Siddhas. They are eternally free. Religious practice on their part is superfluous. Look at Narendra. He doesn't care about anyone. One day, he was going with me in Captain's carriage. Captain wanted him to take a good seat. But Narendra didn't even look at him. He is independent even of me. He doesn't tell me all he knows, lest I should praise his scholarship before others. He is free from ignorance and delusion. He has no bonds. He is a great soul. He has many good qualities. He is expert in music, both as a singer and player, and is also a versatile scholar. Again, he keeps his passions under control and says that he will never marry. There is a close friendship between Narendra and Bhavanath. They are just like man and woman. Narendra doesn't come here very often. That is good, for I am overwhelmed by his presence.